Shalom, shalom, shalom. Randy here. I wanted to do a quick update on what we are doing when it comes to our actual chicks and how we're going to be going about raising our chicks. And there's a lot of statements and myths out there about what kind of power or how do you go about raising the chicks and what kind of lighting that you need. And I found a way and I devised a way to raise chicks. Now these are dual purpose birds. These are Australorps. They are the gold ones. I forgot the name, as well as the standard red Robin Hoods. I forgot what the names are, but I'll post the link. I forgot the names, but they're all dual purpose meat birds, and they also lay a lot of eggs. And one of the things that we also do in addition to that is if you see here, we use the leaves that we got. So if you remember from my earlier video of how we go about processing the wood, we even use the leaves for the chick bag. Okay, and so this is how we go about raising our meat birds, our dual purpose birds. And the goal for this whole process is to not only raise the chicks for meat, but also raise them for the eggs and then have them hatch the eggs and go through the entire process over again. Because if you're constantly going to the store and buying chicks on a yearly basis, that's not a sustainable process. And you're spending a lot of money and a lot of effort to go about doing that. So I want to go about going about developing ways to sustainably raise chickens and also have them naturally give birth to the egg, hatch the eggs with the rooster and get that process going again and do it off grid so I don't have to go on a yearly basis to continue to go ahead and buy chicks. So one of the things that we do here is that, again, like I told you, we use the leaves for the bedding, and they like it just fine. But in addition to that, I have this 23-watt bulb, and it works just fine. So a lot of people say, well, you need a 250-watt bulb, so forth and so on. They work just fine on this 23-watt bulb. It produces enough heat, and I put these little bins together, and I just put this little rack over it so that they don't get out, but they are raising just fine. If you look at them, this is all on 23-watt a bulb, and they just raise just fine. So that's just another myth that's been dispelled that you need a certain wattage of bulb in order to raise the chicks. Clearly, they're getting along just fine. And one of the things that I also do is put a little bit of colloidal silver in the water to help them out as well. But again, this is another sustainable way of going about raising dual purpose meat birds so that you don't have to go on a yearly basis to continue to buy chicks over and over and over and over and over again, and you can develop that process right at your own home. Now these are 35 dual purpose meat birds. Again, there's 3 different kinds here, but it works. It works. It works. It definitely works. Another thing that we were discussing as well is well, I'll get into that one later. But the whole process is that when it comes to the chicks, use what you have naturally instead of buying all of that stuff from the store. So you can raise your meat birds. You can get the eggs that you need, as well as do it all in a sustainable fashion. Keep it sustainable. Shalom.